Alright, I'm going to show you how you can get any Need for Speed with a PC copy, no emulation, for free right now. Starter note, I already did this video last night and I goofed a little bit. My microphone was a little too sensitive and it ruined the entire video, so I am remaking it now quickly and I'm going to go over this quickly but smoothly to everyone's understanding. Alright, first things first, you're going to need to open your web browser of choice. Mine is Opera, you can use Microsoft Edge, you can use Chrome, you can use Firefox, Internet Explorer if you could even find it anywhere. Once you get your web browser open, you want to go to myabandonware.com. Once you're on My Abandonware, you are going to see a web page like this. I know it looks kind of retro and a little scammy, but I promise you this site is safe and there's not even a false positive with any viruses on here. You can have your virus scanner, check it out, and you'll see everything comes back clean. Find the game that you want. You could browse it by the name, year, platform, genre, theme, publisher, developer, or you could directly search for it using the game search bar in the top right. Now, I searched for Need for Speed because you guys might want a different one than what I'm going to use. So if you scroll down, you'll see that you have Need for Speeds for all different generations. Great games all around. Now, I already have Underground and Underground 2, so I'm going to go ahead and download Carbon. Find the game that you would like to download and go ahead and click on it. Once you are on this page, scroll down a little bit and you're going to see this orangish yellow color here that says download. Go ahead and click on that. And then it's going to lead you to a page with a bunch of download options. Now, the one that you're looking for and specifically that's going to be essentially plug and play is the Repack by Magipack. This includes a widescreen patch, so your game will fill the whole screen and not be a little box. You have the extra options and the HD Reflections mods included with all working files right out of the rip. Go ahead and click on download and then it's going to start downloading your game. Now, whenever this is finished, I will be right back and I will show you what to do from here. While that is downloading, I am going to show you how you can get working controller support for any of the Need for Speed games. Right off the rip, if you try using your controller, your buttons will be all out of whack. Your driving button might pause your game. Your brake button might make you use your nitrous. You never know what's going to happen. So you're going to need a file that's going to fix that and allow your controller to work right away. You want to search for Need for Speed Extended Input. If you are looking for Most Wanted or Carbon, you will pick this first link here that specifies it's for Black Box, Most Wanted, and newer. If you are looking for Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2, then you are going to find the GitHub link that specifies it is for Underground 1 and 2. I'm looking for Carbon, so I'm going to go ahead and click onto the first link, and on either link on the right hand side of GitHub, you're going to come down here to where it says releases, and then you're going to have a number right here below it. This number is the most recent released version of this pack. Go ahead and click on that number. Now you're going to see a bunch of files here. So what you're looking for is your game. If you're on Underground 1 or Underground 2, it will say that on your GitHub link. If you're looking for Carbon, Most Wanted, Pro Street, Undercover, whatever, it is all listed in here, and I want Carbon, so I'm going to go with the carbonpack.zip. Please note you only want to use the Windows 7 pack if you are playing on Windows 7. If you are on anything newer, you just want to use the regular pack options. Go ahead and click on that and it will start downloading immediately. Once it is finished downloading, go ahead and exit out of your web browser. But what you're looking for here now that your game is finished downloading and you have extended input downloaded, you want to go to your downloads area. I will do so by going to my taskbar, opening my file explorer, and clicking on downloads on the left hand side. First, we're going to start with the game. Without the game, your extended input will have no purpose. It's not going to be able to go anywhere and it will do nothing. So go ahead and find your Need for Speed game that you downloaded of your Magipack, right click it, extract all, and then click extract. This is going to create a new folder in the downloads folder area with the game extracted with the executable that you need to install the game. Once you have your game extracted, you can go ahead and double click on it, and then you're going to be introduced to a couple of bin files and an application executable. You want to double click on the executable and it will bring up this setup launcher. It's okay, there's nothing wrong with it, and I will show you that my virus protection settings are on, so if there was anything wrong with this, my computer would have deleted it automatically. I'm going to go in my search bar and type in virus protection settings. or virus and threat protection, it's the same thing. You can see in my managed settings, my real-time protection is on. Everything is on except tamper protection, but that can be turned on. I personally don't use it, and I most of the time have my real protection off. I know that's a little sketchy, but it's what I do because it's only a computer. I could fix it. So what we're going to do now is click on next on the setup launcher. This is just telling you what you're installing and some information throughout the change logs. Go ahead and click on next. And then here is where your game is going to install at. So for me, it's going to be on my C drive in games, which is a folder I chose. You can create a folder and on a specific drive that you want for the game to be in by clicking browse and scrolling through and choosing where you want to install your game. Once you have your folder selected, go ahead and click on next, and then you're going to come up with these here. Depending on the Need for Speed game that you're downloading, you will have extra files or less files. It all depends on the game. I am going to go ahead and leave this checked, and I'm going to click next. On this screen, it's asking if you want a start menu folder. That is when you come down on your taskbar and you open your start menu, you will have a folder sitting somewhere in here. I am not going to do that because I do not need to. I don't like having things in my start menu, so I don't create one. Go ahead and click on next, and then you're going to see here it's asking if you would like to create a desktop icon, such as this folder here named Nurse Assist. It will create an icon for your game on your desktop. I do not do that because I prefer launching my games through the install folder and nowhere else. Go ahead and click on next, and then here you will finally install the game. It's going to tell you your destination location, the type of installation, and the components you are installing for the game. Go ahead and click on install, and it will begin installing the game. Now that your game is installed, we can go ahead and go to our drive, and we can go to find our games. Mine is going to be on my C drive in my games folder. Once you find your install folder, go ahead and double click it, and now you're going to see all of the files that make the game run. Now you're going to have slightly less files than myself because I have some things already on here, but I'm going to show you what you can do. So first thing you downloaded was the extended input. So what you're going to want to do is open your file explorer or just go to your downloads in whatever way you prefer and find your extended input download. For here, it's going to be release carbon pack. Yours will say something about underground 1, 2, most wanted. That's okay. Go ahead and right click and extract all, and it will extract it into a folder that is on your downloads. If you're on Windows 10, it will look a little bit different. When you right click on here, it will actually look something like this. Same process applies. Hit extract all, then choose your folder, which I would just leave this default, and you click on extract. Once it is extracted, go ahead and go into the unzipped folder, and you're going to see these files in here. In your Need for Speed game root, the root is the base folder. If you see your game folder here, as soon as you open it, this is considered the root folder. This is where all of your game files are sitting inside of, okay? The root is where all of your files are at. What you want to do is take the scripts folder and the global folder and the dinput8.dll and either copy and paste them or simply drag and drop them into the root. If it asks you to replace the files, go ahead and do that. If it does not ask you, that's not a problem. It will still work either way. You can put the event reference in here if you would like to, but you do not have to. I only do it because it's included, although it serves almost no purpose. If you open it up, it will read and tell you about the things in the file that you downloaded. It tells you pretty much all of the inputs and what they do. There's a lot of information in here if you would like to read it. I'm not going to go over it because I already know what buttons on the controller do what. And that is it as far as installing the game. You can now go ahead and close out of your games and your folders, and then go to where your executable is at for your game. In my case, it is Need for Speed Carbon nfsc.exe. Yours, if you're on Underground 1, it will say speed.exe. If you're on Underground 2, it will read speed2.exe, and etc. Just double click it and the game will open, and it will be very loud at first, so try to ignore that. Now, I didn't take notice if I am recording game sound or not, so if not, I apologize. If I am, it's going to be a little loud. My controller is not turned on, so I need to do that, but I have to go into my Bluetooth settings to make my controller work, so in a second I will be right back. I am back on the game and my controller is connected. You will see it will tell me to press my A button to continue. I will do just that, and it is working. You see on the bottom left it says A to accept. That means it is reading my controller and my input is now as normal. If you want to test the game out to see how it looks, you can start up a quick race or start up your career. Either way, it does not matter. And that's basically it. That's all there is to it. There's nothing crazy about it. Simple download, run the executable, install files will do what they need to do, and your game is now playable. If this helped you, drop a like. If you want to subscribe or follow me on TikTok, go ahead and do that as well. I live stream almost every night on older racing games, and I would really appreciate any and every comment telling me what I did wrong, what you guys might like to see, and any kind of constructive criticism as to help me be a better content creator. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.